Okay, so this is my extremely formal and serious and professional explanation for the evolutionary tree that I did, and I don't have it besides me, so I hope I remember this right. Okay, so anyways, there's a group of some dudes, and they're hanging out here in an area between the forest and the grassland, so they're kind of in the tree line, and then they realize that there's like way too many of them. So two groups decide to branch off. The original group gets chosen by God, and then half of them get cast into hell, so that's how we get celestials and infernals. And then one of the groups moves into the forest, and because they're in a darker area, and they're mostly hunting and not growing stuff, they eventually evolve to be able to see better in the dark, and they can climb trees real good, and here are elves. Congratulations, they're tall and they're skinny and they have pointy ears. You know why? Because pointy ears are sexy. Somebody mutates some pointy ass ears, the ladies like it, boom, pointy eared elves. Amazing, fantastic, moving on. The other group goes to the grassland and they do some farming real good, and this is humans. They don't evolve dark vision because, as you can see, there's no trees to block their sight. They're having a grand old time, but then they realize there's just way too damn many of them, so half of them move on again. They come to an area with lots of hills. Now, hills are kind of hard to grow stuff on, so you gotta prioritize the valleys for farming, which means that if you're gonna live somewhere, you may as well live inside of the hills. So they dig holes in the ground, and they become hobbits. Or halflings. Now, eventually, it becomes the thing again, there's way too many of them, so half of them have to move on again. Yes, most of this evolution is caused by migration, do not at me. So then half of them come to, like, a mountainous area, and because they're already used to living inside of little hills, they decide they may as well live in caves inside of the mountains. And then you eventually have dwarves, and they evolve beards, because those are good for keeping dirt out of your mouth and your ears, because dirt has germs in it, and you don't want to die. Unfortunately, part of living in caves means that sometimes there's a big rock slide and you fucking die. So if you get caught in a rock slide, there's basically two options. Option one is that you stay underground in the cave, trapped there, because you can't dig your way out, because you're surrounded by rocks that you just can't break, and those become goblins. But for those who manage to get their way out of the cave and do not become goblins, they make their way to the top of the mountain. Now, the top of the mountain is full of really hard vegetation to eat, and also things that you have to kill and eat for meat. So you gotta get really muscular to be able to climb good, and fight things and eat good, so you become orcs. Also, the tusks are also a sexual selection thing. Some dude got some tusks, and the ladies were like, hell yes, baby. And thus, the orcs have tusks. Anyways, this is my plan. This is what I'm thinking. I don't know what happened to gnomes. I kind of forgot about them. Anyways, I'm right, you're wrong. Do not at me. Good night. Bye.